and pinned it to poor exposure to the sun. And when they tied it to it, that nowadays people no longer really have direct connection or contact exposure to the sun. They now sought for a way out to solve that challenge. So that led to the invention of the far infrared spectrum energy rooms, buckets, and some other gadgets that are coming. Can we move on, please? So this is a drawing to show us how it works. Years back, even the military, the aviation, they make use of it. Move on. This is our head office in China. Move on. Okay, my voice. Okay. This is trying to tell us how safe the radiations that come from the far infrared spectrum energy room are to us. They are biotic, non-invasive. Move on. All right. So these are the characteristics of what it does. Generally, our bodies also produce far infrared, which gives us warmth. They are lights that we might not see, but we feel them when they hit us, mostly as heat. Now, the emissions coming from the long equipment is created by means of what we call the carbon crystal plates and panels that we have in the energy room, in the energy bucket, in the multifunction module, and some of the gadgets. When the emissions are produced, when plugged to light, they hit our bodies absorb them. So that's the radiation. The force comes, can penetrate up to 2 to 5 centimeters beneath the subcutaneous tissues of the skin. Then they are permeable. The body can absorb them, and then it will now trigger resonance within us. It will set the water molecules, ions, and atoms in our blood into tiny motion, which will now create heat within the body. It will now lead to vasodilation. Capillaries and all of that dilates. Then it will lead to promotion of blood circulation, will improve metabolism, will enhance cell regeneration, and boost immunity. It also helps with excretion of wastes. We sweat them out. We discover that heavy metals, uric acid, urea, all these are pushed out. Move on, please. This is a drawing trying to just briefly summarize the mechanism of action, how it works. The permeation or penetration, the resonance is triggered, it will lead to heat, then detoxification takes place, then regeneration and all of that. Move on. That's the equipment and the factory where it is being made. Move on. Here is talking about the benefits. It activates water molecules, it will increase oxygen content into the body. Then it improves microcirculation in our systems. It accelerates metabolism, and we give the balance of the acid base in the body. We have moved to so many places. Lilong actually came to Nigeria in 2021. And as I speak, I've personally been the in-house doctor. I've traveled with the country manager. We've been to over 24 states in Nigeria. We've visited so many parastatals within the country and some other government agencies. We've been to the National Assembly. We've been to the DSS. DSS uses it. I personally installed the equipment. It's user-friendly, not difficult, in the house of the two homes of the director of the DSS and in the head office. The headquarters is right there, and a few of the other directors too have it. I've been to the Aso Rock, but not the villa. The younger brother to the former president has it. Our former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, uses it. The former Senate president and a few senators use it. Some governors within Nigeria also are using it, and some other reputable individuals. I might not want to just mention their names now. So for us coming in here, we believe that CBN, especially the medical unit, buying into it would help largely, number one, to prevent the outbreak of even disease conditions, because when the members of staff have it in their homes, or they have a common place in some of our facilities nationwide where they can have free and easy access to the equipment, it will boost their quality of life, because you are relatively busy. You sit under the air condition now from morning till evening. Most drive in air conditioned cars. They get back home, they sleep in air conditioned houses and rooms. And nowadays we have threats of insecurity. Some even are scared to go out exercising and all that. 20 minutes within this equipment will give you the benefit you will not get by running 10 kilometers. And so we have him here. He will testify to what it did in his life. We've had people with different disease conditions use the equipment, and in a matter of days, or in some cases, few weeks, their health is restored. And so we have him here to testify, and it can be verified as well. So thank you.
So let's hear from the family physician.
Okay. Good morning, madam. My name is Dr. Sylvester Chineke. I'm a chief consultant family physician in Federal Medical Center, Abuja. I've been the former head of department. I did 4 years, another person took over. And, I'm involved in training doctors, family physicians to be, and all that. And complementary and alternative medicine, CAM, is part of our module that we teach residents and medical students alike. Because CAM, as it were, has been as old as mankind. If you look at St. John's wort, if you look at ginseng, in fact, if you look at something like coartem we all use, the artemisinin derivatives, yes. How did it come about? The Chinese noticed that the herb, when they give it to their soldiers, they did generally better. So when it's time of war, they gave them the herb, and they performed better. Only for one pharmaceutical company to discover that it's actually an anti-malaria that was in that herb in China, and then when they made it popular and everybody is swallowing it as anti-malaria. So there's a thin line between complementary and alternative medicine actually. And some of these things they're talking about, we use it in the hospital. For instance, the infrared. If you go to our physiotherapy department, you see them using infrared freely. Yeah. So I got excited when I don't know how they got to know me, they contacted me and just told me to come to their office to see for myself. So what I saw was excited me. In fact, I was very, very elated. They didn't know because, sometimes you are teaching things and then you don't have a kind of organized place where patients or even your doctors can go and see some of these things for themselves. So, and they have there is a wonderful setup. I'm not trying to patronize them because this is what I went to myself. It's better for people to go and see themselves. So when I saw it, I called my doctors that all these things I'm teaching, you need to come and see where they've actually set it up, including the kind of food we tell people to eat to either maintain their weight or reduce their weight and stuff like that. Our diabetic patients, our hypertensive patients, we advise them about DASH diets and stuff like that. So it's kind of one-stop shop where you can go and you access some of the foods we advise patients to eat. But what got me interested was this infrared. Infrared light. Of course, we are all scientists here. So we have low infrared, mid infrared, and far infrared. Far infrared is actually part of the human body. However, with this, it concentrates the heat. Your temperature now, if you check it, if you reduce 1 degree Celsius, you might even enter into hypothermia. and then if you increase it by 1 degree Celsius, you can start having fever, So what far infrared does actually is to concentrate to wherever you're having problem, and then maybe either arthritis and all these chronic diseases, and then increase the heat without increasing the heat in other areas of the body, and then healing naturally takes place because all the neutrophils and molecules that are involved in healing the body comes into play, and because it's short bursts, so it's very beautiful to use. So, and that is why when they call me to come and spread the gospel, because I see it as a gospel, I actually follow them. Because I'm a doctor, you can be worried to be associating with somebody that says alternative doctor or stuff like that. But what they have is scientific. So, and I'm saying it with all, uh, conviction, because I also went and researched more on what they're doing so that when I come, I know what I'm saying because it can be held against me. What are you talking about? So, this is something that is nice, and I encourage people to actually use them if you have the indications to use them. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we heard from the alternative physician. So the only thing I've seen that is missing in your presentation is the trial evidence. You're a scientist. You know that in order to adopt anything, you have to have a published trial evidence. It's not enough to say something is nice. Nice is good, but to don't know that there are no far-reaching effects, either negative or positive, you need to have a cohort of people that you would have sampled it on and published results to say, oh, this is what we found in this person, in this group, people with this chronic diseases, people with this normal controls and so on. So that's one thing that is missing that you might want to look at. You might want to get a group of people to do some trials, because for us as medical people to adopt something is not just on hearsay. Yes, we have somebody who is a beneficiary, but it's just one person. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand you, but what I'm saying is that something like infrared.
No, I understand about
yes,
infrared, yes, but then
again,
yes, I agree. Again, what is the difference between your machine and a sauna?
Yeah.
Everything you are telling me is sounding like I'm in the sauna. That's what the sauna does.
There's a
So
big difference.
so tell us, what is the difference between your, what do you call it? What
energy,
is
the far infrared spectrum energy room
energy room
and the sauna?
What's the difference between your energy room
Permit
and
me
sauna?
to stand.
Oh, please,
okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the sauna is steam based.
Yes.
This uses
infrared.
light, far infrared, not just infrared.
But
like he told you, you have low.
It still generates.
Now the sauna, the heat is on the surface, topical.
Okay.
But this comes from within.
You say it penetrates
3 to 5 centimeters. So this incites the water molecule, so the heat is actually coming from within you.
Okay. What about side effects? You say it's a vasodilator, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now the doctor has said it selectively, right?
Yeah, penetrates that.
Penetrates that area where there is some pathology.
Yeah.
So what happens to the other areas where there's no pathology? Does it not also penetrate them?
It penetrates. So what it would help in doing to those areas is that it will strengthen the performance, boost the performance.
So evidence. So it's the evidence that I need. That's what I'm asking for.
Well, I can give you evidence based on, the supporting scientific things.
Yes.
That microcirculation,
Yes.
if it is not enhanced, causes a lot of problem in the body.
Yes.
Yes. So these things are supported by general literature. It's just that the way they presented it, they didn't bring out studies to support that improvement in microcirculation. Can
that could be your next.
No, we actually have some. Level. We have some I can send across.
Yes, we would like to.
We have so many. It's all over the internet.
Okay.
So many.
We would like to see. Dr. I don't know if you have.
That's actually to actually have what your own scientific far infrared and clearly your build up of it, how you have studied it, and what you've seen it do. Where did you record any side effects or adverse reactions to it, if any? You know, and if there were a medical body, journal of some sort, some international journal where you have published such a work, it would help support the claims that you have given us. And then it makes it easy to actually
adopt.
It's all right.
Anyway, it's a good thing. So I guess it's work in progress. And we'll look forward to some of these things you've requested and see how we can also collaborate. You brought Mr. Arowoshegbe. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Let's hear from you. At least you were here.
I want to be brief,
Okay,
as
sir.
other people have been doing.
Yes.
Yes, I have to thank her very particularly my wife.
We should always thank our wives.
Yes, our wife.
We're wonderful people.
I'm giving them A1 for the good work they are doing, all the women. So, I was having process prostate. From time to time, keep on coming to the clinic to check, and I found out that I have prostate. I had to do surgery. After I did my surgery, then my PS,
Send this?
right to PSC or right to 39.
Who do I send
What is this?
some of the research?
I keep on coming. Then they asked to go and repeat.
Send it to me. Let me forward to
My PS wants me again. So my wife went to this company and brought the good news for me. That there's a machine that I have to go for. When she brought the machine to house, for the past 2 months, she has been using her. I just ignore her. Certainly, then he has to take me to where the source comes out. And when they testify, okay, they have to use it. I've been using their own. See, the thing is working for me. Oh, I have to go for this. So by the time I went for another PSA, from 39, then come to 0.79.
That was
Then-
in a period of how long?
3 months.
3 months.
3 months. Then later on, I run another one. After 3 months, the PSA remained 0.47. Oh, I wonder. I thank God. So, not only that, I'm not going there again. I have to struggle to get my own.
Okay.
It's at home that I'm using every day. So when I come and people ask, this old man, why are you becoming young? I say it's by government. Thank my wife. I have my own that I'm using 247. From time to time, I swear all my basket will open, the whole thing will come out real fresh. So I have my own. So I will encourage all the family people to try to get one to save more life. I appreciate that. So that's what
So you have a great advertiser.
I
I hope you're paying him for the advertising.
We have so many that will be willing to.
Okay.
You have a video, sorry. You have a video of where somebody is using the machine.
Yes.
So how long do you sit in the machine?
It ranges 15 to maximum 30 minutes. 15 maximum
So
30.
is it the door closed or?
Yeah, the door closed. Door closed. Like he said, it helps with cell regeneration, revitalization, restoration, and it helps with exfoliation as well. You just notice that you look younger. In fact,
like you now.
like me.
I don't want to ask you.
and fresh.
So
Are you using it?
myself,
Yeah.
I have more than 6.
Why
In
will
your
you
house?
have 6?
Why 6?
What
So
will you be doing with
I
6?
have centers in different cities.
Okay, so in all
Then I
your
have the
centers
personal one my family and I use.
use.
So I have centers in Kano, Enugu, Aba, Lagos, and some places where people come to use them and they pay some money.
Okay, they pay to use.
Yeah, they pay to use it. So then I have the one my family and I use.
I like your weight.
Yeah, it helps you achieve
Maybe
that.
it's genetically.
No, it helps you
It's
achieve that.
genetically a
No,
slim
they said
person.
exposure 20 minutes can give you almost 10.
It helps you
kilometers
achieve
per
that.
hour. So
It's
it's
very
You
interesting,
lose
actually. It's very
weight,
interesting,
you
but,
maintain
you know, for
your
us,
natural weight
those
seamlessly.
evidence.
you are
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't have my own. Like, I
You
was,
had it?
yes, I was,
Sorry, ma. Yes.
I was weighing 71. When I started using it, I'm now 61.
Wow.
Wow, 10 kg up.
That means I need
If
it.
you have diabetes. No, ma, it's something you need to
I
get
need
into.
it. So,
Where-
yes.
where-
Whatever it is that you're bring back, all the evidence and all that. You know, things like, okay, recommendations, because usually in orthodox medications, we want to know what's the duration of treatment for X condition, Y condition, how often is it advisable, what are the side effects, benefits of such a duration, safety profiles, you know, what would happen if you extend beyond this kind of, and then he said he has it in centers and people coming. What are the safety conditions and measures you need to put in place between patient 1 and patient 2 if you were to use it, things like that?
We have all that.
Fine details.
Yes,
so
we have
we'll
all
need-
that in
we'll
a
need
brochure.
that. Yes,
we have
we'd
it
like
in a
to-
brochure.
We even have books
Yes.
on energy medicine written by professors in medicine.
We
Okay.
have all that.
So
Just that we couldn't come with.
Obviously, we cannot read all the books, but
Of
just
course.
summarize.
Yes.
Of
Just
course.
summarize for us. Let's
Of
see.
course.
what,
we'll try to
you know,
summarize
Yeah,
and
so we can
uh-huh.
have a look at
give you references you can
Sure.
look up.
the reference.
So I've been to so many states, met commissioners of health, and they bring the whole Ministry of Health together, a team of doctors from various fields. 3 weeks back, I was at the headquarters of the Nigerian Army, the medical unit. The doctors in various fields were there. We actually took the equipment physically to them.
Okay. Yeah, so just like Dr. Puta said, there's nothing wrong with alternative medicine. Where I studied medicine, you have the whole module on, you know, alternative medical sciences. So that's nothing wrong with it. However, just like my colleague has mentioned, the shortcomings are usually dosing, side effects, you know, because these things normally when they put them in a bottle or in a container, it tends to cure everything. Aha. So that's where the challenges lie. And we'll also like to know, you know, it's like I said earlier, it's good for something to be nice, but then it's better when we know that it's been tried on X number of people, and these were the findings, and you know you can rely on scientific data. So that's what we work with.
No problem.
So let's have all of that, and then
I
I'm
wanted
sure we'll
to
have. Yes, please.
briefly say something.
Yes, please.
In fact, what made me set up my place is that I was a beneficiary. First of all, I had lumbar spondylosis that defied treatment. See, this equipment that took care of that. Smart automatic spine reset. You have this equipment.
Somebody can raise it.
Can I do it? So this equipment together with the energy room was what I used within a period of 1 month.
Wow.
I went back to the hospital and I don't have it anymore. I was like, if this is working, why will I keep it to myself? That was why I now went to study this and all that. So we have this bed. We call it smart automatic. The client lies the way that they did right. And we have a jet neural stone roller that goes up and up and down. And they use it for infrared. So with constant use, whether pinch now, whether hydrated disc, whether degenerative disc and all that, it takes care of that. So together with the and also have our hypertensive as well. No, I'm no longer.
No. Actually, I've seen this machine, this thing in Dubai. Yes, that. So, I mean, we had some conversation about it. So it's good. Just give us all the details. We'll look at it and then. Yes.
Something you want to know what of that person like want to see
And also say that it is connected to Bluetooth. You can answer your phone outside. Solution it.
Okay. Thank you. So, is there anything else?
Yeah, we have.
The benefits are far beyond all we have said.
Okay.
I have seen people with various conditions. Those diabetic, hypertensive, spondylosis, lumbar, cervical, those suffering all manner of ailments, all manner of pains in the body is very, very good at handling that. Upper respiratory tract diseases and infections, it takes care of them. So then things like cold, pneumonia, and the rest of them is like just taking out pain from the body. So it's, yes, there are contraindications. Pregnant women will not use it. Women in their circle will not use it. Then people at end stage of some disease conditions will not use it. Things like cancer, glaucoma, cataract.
It's documented in the what you're going to give us.
Yeah. So then someone that lacks self-awareness will not also use it. The people that have pacemakers, implants in their bodies will not also use it. The children below the age of 3 will not use it. So aside that, most others can.
Okay. Nothing more.
Of course, lactating, those who are breastfeeding will not.
Okay, so we'll look forward to reading, getting your write-up, then we'll take it from there.
Sorry.
Yeah? Thank you.
But
very
before
much.
then, we'll be glad to have you visit our center and I also experience it. I can bet that in 1 month, your husband will have
I'll be 50.
no, your husband will have to, he will be forced to pay another bride price.
No, right now you should be paying another. Before then. So thank you very much. So we'll await your proposals and your papers, documents.
So please, you are entitled. We are giving you how many free sessions? 3 free sessions.
You can have 100.
So
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
It's been
Thank
nice
you.
meeting you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.